Alrighty, hi there people at home. Welcome back again here at the studio at X. Hopefully you are back home safe and sound. We are still here in a lockdown, so we are recording and providing you with some home workouts. Don't get me wrong though, these workouts are not that easy. They are quite hard, so that's why we are providing you with this service. Hopefully for not too long, because everybody wants to get out of this lockdown, but X is doing a great job by providing this to you. So I'm your strength and conditioning coach. My name is Javier Wanga, and I am happy to welcome you back here at X, hopefully as soon as possible. But for now, we'll do it like this, in the studio, and you safe and sound at your house. Today's workout is going to be a nice one again. We have again 3 blocks, A, B, and C, where the first one is going to be focused on pull strength. All right, so we're going to do 2 movements as a superset. One is called the bend over row, and the other one is called a suitcase deadlift. We work on one side first, on the right side or left side, and then we switch it up to the other side. Okay, so that's the first part. 3 rounds for quality strength. Afterwards, we're going to turn up the music a little bit because we're going to go into a Metcon. For those of you that saw the first episode of this series, I use a lot of abbreviations. And just to recap that, the Metcon means metabolic conditioning, meaning we're going to spice it up a little bit just to get the heart rate up and get that intensity workout in there. We're going to do an alternating EMOM. Again, another abbreviation. So what's an EMOM? EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. And we're going to do that for 9 minutes long. We're doing 3 movements. They are quite basic, but the setup of this workout is quite difficult, okay? EMOM means you have to do a certain amount of repetitions in 1 minute. So we're doing air squats, sit-ups, and marine burpees. The nice thing about an EMOM is if you are finishing the reps within the minute, the remainder of that minute is your rest. So 20 air squats in 1 minute is doable. For example, if you finish in 45 seconds, you have 15 seconds of break before we go into the next movement, okay? But that's for later. That's the Metcon, and we're finishing off today's training with a little pump sesh. Can you imagine a pump sesh right in your house and me guiding you? It's going to be awesome, okay? We're going to be working on the chest muscle and the biceps, all right? We're going to blow up some biceps. All right, so that's today's workout. Let me explain to you the first one before I move back to whiteboard. We're going to be spending time on bend over rows and suitcase deadlift. Now, this is really pull strength, okay? We're going to be working on one side first before we move on to the next side. Okay, so I'm going to move away the whiteboard and explain everything that you need. Remember, this is an on-demand video, so hopefully you can just press pause if I move too fast so that you can grab stuff in and around your house before we move on with the exercises. Okay, so I'm going to move back the whiteboard. All right. All right, so hopefully everybody can still see me. Everything is clear. We are working on the bend over row and a suitcase deadlift. Now, as you can see in this setup here, guys, I have a bottle of water and my towel ready. I use this every single workout because I need to hydrate myself at all times, no matter what the weather is outside, okay? Steaming hot or icy cold, still grab your bottle of water. And of course, a towel to wipe up the sweat, all right? So just move away the towel and the water for now. As you can see, I have myself a dumbbell. I'm using a 10-kilo dumbbell. It's not that heavy for me. Hopefully you can find something at home that you can use. It could be a kettlebell. It doesn't really matter as long as it's weighted. Some people even manage to fill up a grocery bag or something with bottles of water. That's perfectly fine if you want to do so, okay? I also took the liberty of taking out a box from the gym. But you can use anything at home, like a couch, a chair, a table, as long as you have it about this height and something that you can lean on, okay? This one is needed for the bend over rows. What we're going to do is, as the name suggests, we're going to bend over And I'm starting off with the right side just to demo this from the correct angle. My left foot is in the front, and with the left foot in the front, I'm going to lean forward with my left hand on the surface that you have, okay? In this case, in my case, it's a box, but perhaps in your case, it'll be a chair or a table, doesn't matter, okay? What I want to do for the bend over row is I'm going to be rowing with the right hand towards the hip, okay? And what is this for? I want to engage my lats. This is the lat, it's the back muscle. It's huge for a lot of people, and it's the essence and the base of all pull strength. So bend over rows, you want to make sure that when you bend over, that you do not pull towards your chest, but you pull towards the hip, okay? Towards the hip, pulling towards the hip engages the lats a lot better compared to pulling to the chest, okay? So demoing this with a dumbbell looks as follows. I pull up to the hips, and I make sure that I release slowly, okay? Again, hips, release slowly for one more rep, hips, and release slowly, okay? So that's the bend over row. We're gonna superset that with a suitcase deadlift. Now, why do I use the word superset? The superset is a combination of movements that you execute back to back, okay? Suitcase deadlift. Now, if you looked at the first workout of this series, we did regular deadlifts where I was holding the dumbbell like this, okay? I was softening the knees, so bending the knees slightly, pushing the butt back, leaning forward with a straight back and come back up, all right? So that's the regular deadlift. A suitcase deadlift is when you hold the dumbbell on one side only and then make the deadlift. Now, what makes this so different than the other deadlift? Well, can you imagine holding something heavy where the weight pulls you down to one side, all right? But the suitcase deadlift, the essence is to keep the body straight. So kind of using the anti-rotation muscles in order to stay straight. That's actually what the intent is of this exercise. So pretend as if you're holding 2 dumbbells, but you're actually holding 1. And you can feel the tension that your body wants to rotate, but you prevent that, okay? Prevent that from happening. Try to stay as straight as possible with the chest. Don't lean to one side, but stay straight and then come back up, right? So that's the suitcase deadlift. We're going to repeat that 8 times as well, just like the bend over row, and then we move on to the left side, all right? So we're going to start, guys, 3 rounds for quality. Starting off with the bend over row, all right? So lean forward against your chair or table or box, and we're gonna make 8 repetitions, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep the shoulder back, 6, 7, and 8. And as I said, we're supersetting this movement, so we're going to go straight into the suitcase deadlift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, I'm going to move over to the left side, a little bit out of angle for you, but you get the idea. Leaning forward with my right hand on the platform and pull the dumbbell to the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, continuing directly into suitcase deadlifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, 5. I'm really pretending to hold 6, to hold 2 dumbbells. 7, and 8. All right, and rest, guys. Always take about 2 minutes of break in between those supersets. As I was saying regarding the suitcase deadlift, I am pretending to hold 2 dumbbells. This triggers my mind to stay straight, all right? And the anti-rotation to really work, okay? So let's take a little break. Take a sip of water. And get ready for the next round, all right? So we're doing 3 rounds in total of the bend over row and the suitcase deadlift. All right. Hopefully you also have a little bit of music in your house. Again, remember, everybody's at home these days, so don't scare away the neighbors, but have a nice little workout music on the background. All right, I'm moving on to the next set. Bend over rows. All right, we're leaning forward again. Make sure that the back is straight. I'm leaning on the platform. And then remember, I'm always pulling not to the chest, but to the hips. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, feel the lats, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're gonna move directly into the suitcase deadlift. 1, look at my other hand. 2, pretending to hold something. 3, keeping myself straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, moving directly into the left side. Perhaps this is a better angle. Yes, it is. 1, 2. Remember, I'm pulling to the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Directly into suitcase deadlift. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the back straight, guys. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. All right, sip of water. Hey guys, I really hope the lockdown is over soon, but if it's not, you never know with these coronavirus, and hopefully by now you already have some equipment at home. I know that all online stores are sold out. You can't get dumbbells or kettlebells anywhere. Another option that you can take is resistant bands. I'll see if in the next episodes I can show some, but resistant bands are also an option to do weighted training, okay? So other than that, try to get your hands on some weights. They're really useful, okay? Not only in lockdowns, but all the time, all right? Let's continue. Final set, starting off with the bend over rows again. Hand on the platform, right foot to the back, left foot in the front, straight back, and I'm pulling towards the hips. There you go, towards the hips. 1, 2, 3, shoulders down and back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. Directly into the suitcase deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, pretending. 5 to hold, another dumbbell. 6, 7, and 8. Great job. Moving on to the left side. This is the last side, guys, the last side of this superset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Oh, suitcase deadlift. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. All right, so take a little break. This was the strength exercises of day 2, pull strength. So we did bend over rows and suitcase deadlifts. Hopefully you feel a little bit of the pump. And remember, today we are finishing also with some bodybuilding pump as well. But in between, the part that we reach now is the Metcon, the metabolic conditioning, okay? We're gonna do that alternating EMOM of 9 minutes. What's an EMOM again? Every minute on the minute for 9 minutes. And we're alternating between 3 movements. We have air squats, we have sit-ups, and we're having marine burpees. So what I'm gonna do, and you can do so as well, is create some space in your living room. I'm gonna create some space over here. Luckily, the dumbbell, I don't need it anymore for this workout, so I'm gonna put it aside. And thank God, this box over here, I don't need it either. I can just move it out of the way. Great. All right, so I would like to demo all the movements to you just to make sure that we are leveled on one line and that everybody understands what they need to do, okay? Movement number 1 is the air squat. Now again, we've covered the squat in the first episode, but still I really need you to understand the basics of the squat, all right? It's the most important movement to build leg strength, and leg strength, again, in its turn, is important for overall fitness and use of body movements, all right? So when we do a squat, the position of the feet is very important. You can't stand too narrow like this, but you shouldn't stand too wide like this either, all right? The theory tells us that we need to stand about shoulder width and with the toes slightly to the outside, all right? And when we go down into a squat, we want to try and make sure that the knees are tracking the line of the toes, okay? And when I go down, I want to make sure that the hip crease goes below the tip of the knee. Does that make sense? So when I go down into a squat, I go down just as far as possible, but with an upright position. So I never want to get into this position, ever. Always stay just slightly above it before you come back up. All right, so one more time. Squat and up. Squat and up. Now what did you notice there? When I go down, my arms move upwards. I do that for a reason. It allows me to keep my chest upright and my torso upright. Kind of a counter effect when going down, just to make sure that my torso is maintained straight and upright. All right, so again, when I go down, I move my arms up, like this. And you can imagine, we have to complete 20 air squats. So the speed of the air squat is very important in order to get those 20 reps in there, okay? Moving on to the next movement, the sit-up. Also this one, it may sound like it's straightforward, and it is straightforward, but just a few pointers there. When I do sit-ups, or at least when you come to my class and do sit-ups, we do these in CrossFit style, meaning we are connecting the feet together like this, okay? And when we go down to our back, we touch the floor behind us, and when we come up, we touch the floor in front of us. This allows us to make a full range of motion sit-up, right? Otherwise, you're gonna get those crunches, and yeah, we're not really into that, at least not in my classes. We always wanna make sure that we move with full range of motion, okay? So, touch the floor behind you, touch the floor in front of you. Behind, in front. And also this one, if you move too slow, you will never make the 20 reps in the 1 minute, the 60 seconds, okay? All right, and then final one, we have marine burpees. Marine burpees, guys. That's going to be quite a tough one. Marine burpees, in the previous episode, we did regular burpees and jumping over an object. Today's burpees are a little bit easier, but we are under the pressure of time. So marine burpee, you go down into a plank position, and when you come up, you stand up and you clap above your head while making a little jump. Okay, so one more time. That's it. Pretty straightforward, right? That's a marine burpee. Now again, 10 repetitions. Let's make a deal. When we do this workout, always make sure that you never exceed 50 seconds of work. Why? You need at least 10 seconds to catch your breath. Grab a quick sip of water before the next minute starts, because then the next movement starts. Right? So never ever exceed the 50 seconds. So watch the clock, or look at me closely through the camera, and I will guide you through. Okay? So I'll be setting up the clock on my phone, and then we're going to get started. All right. Before I do that, guys, let's make sure that really our squat is warmed up. So please join me to a big lunge. Also the other side. Big lunge. All right. Lean forward a little bit, try to reach the toes and bounce it in. All right. Let's turn over the knees. Circular motion from left to right. And then circular motion from right to left. All right, final one. Hands on the floor. All right, push your head through your arms and stretch up the shoulders. And then lean forward. One more time. All right, and hold. Now, luckily, these movements are quite basic, so we are set to go. All right, 9 minutes on the clock. On my clock. Listen carefully when to start. 20 air squats, guys. Remember the rule we have. Don't work longer than 50 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, this one took me 25 seconds. If you're still busy, keep going, keep going. All right? The deal was you have up to 50 seconds to complete 20 reps. All right? What I find more important is that you move with a really nice air squat. All right? So don't mess it up. All right, that's 45 seconds. All right, 50 seconds. You should stop right now. All right, get ready for the next movement. 20 sit-ups. 20 sit-ups, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, full range of motion. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Wow. 33 seconds for me. This is quite harder than the air squat, but that's because the movement is longer, okay? Alrighty, guys, that's almost 50 seconds. You should stop right now and get ready for marine burpees, 10 repetitions. Going in. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 23 for me. Are you still with me? Keep it up, guys. 30 seconds in. And again, if you finish before the minute ends, all the rest of time is your rest time. All right. So that's one round done. We have 2 more of these to go, okay? Get ready. 10 seconds. You should be finishing up now. Ready for the air squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23 again. I'm still smiling, but as you can hear my voice, the intensity is definitely there. All right, good job, guys. Let's go. Next up is the sit-up. If you haven't finished yet, keep squatting. Keep squatting. Let's go, guys. Come on. All right, 45 seconds. I'm going to start to sit down and get ready for my sit-ups. Are you ready? Here we go, guys. Sit-ups. Remember, full range of motion. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, come on, 18, come on, 19, and 20. All right, this one took me 3 seconds longer than the previous round. 33, doesn't matter, man. As long as you make it within that minute or within the 50 seconds, actually. All right, keep it up, guys, come on. 10 seconds to go for the marine burpees. Marine burpees. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. 23 for me. What you got? What you got? Let's go. Awesome. That's 2 rounds down. 1 more to go. Water, guys. Don't forget your water. Are you ready? 10 seconds left for the final round. 20 air squats coming up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, 24 again. Good job, guys. Ooh, I really like this workout. It's so basic, but really effective. Our full body, legs, core, upper body because of the burpees. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna go again in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, come on, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 sit-ups. There you go. All right, are you ready for the final movement? Marine burpees. 10 more seconds to go for the final round, final minute. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I will give you 30 more seconds because the minute hasn't finished yet. Come on, guys, cheering you on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 20 seconds left. Keep up the pace, guys, keep up the pace. 15. Let's go, come on. Finishing up. Get those burpees in, guys. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and finished. Alrighty, that's the Metcon of the day. All right, so let's take the time to catch our breath, relax a little bit before we move on to the finisher, okay? We are about 30 minutes on the way, which is really, really good. About the length of our regular class here at X. So hopefully you get the same experience back in your living room at your house, okay? So that was the Metcon. We did air squats, we did sit-ups, and marine burpees. Awesome job. All right, so while you are taking a rest, I'm gonna prep the setup right here for the finisher. Again, as I mentioned, it is going to be a bodybuilder type of finisher today, where we're gonna be working on the chest muscles and the biceps. Are you ready for the pump? Let's give it a shot. All right, so what we're gonna need is a yoga mat, which I have right here, or if you are comfortable on a cold floor with tiles or a carpet, by all means, go ahead. All right, we're gonna be doing 3 rounds for quality strength, and I'm gonna need a dumbbell. You can also use a kettlebell, but I have a dumbbell right here. It's only 10 kilos, so that's a pretty good weight for me. I'm going to be using it for presses on the floor and also for the bicep curls, okay? So again, go ahead. Let's take a little bit more of a rest, a break. Just wipe down the sweat. Drink a little bit of water. All right, so how was that? Hopefully the Metcon didn't kill you too much. I'm ready to go into the next part, guys, the final finisher, okay? So what we're doing, it's called, with a very long name, it's called a glute bridge floor press. We're doing it single-sided. So how does it look? First of all, let me dissect this movement into different parts. So we're laying on the floor, just like this. All right, and what we have to do is put our hands up straight like this, just to make sure that the angle in your arm is 90 degrees. All right, so not here, but there, okay? And what we want to do is from this starting position, we want to press the dumbbell up and overhead, and then bring it back down to the starting position where you see again the 90-degree angle, all right? So that's a regular floor press, up and then back down to starting position. Now, what happens if I press my heels down into the floor, all right, and glute bridge my butt or my hips up in the air? look what happens, right? So my butt comes off the floor, but also does my elbow. And what does this allow me to do? To go deeper into my range of motion. Did you see that? So I'll show it to you again. This is a regular floor press, but as soon as I start to lift my butt into a glute bridge, the range of motion of the elbow becomes greater. So I can go down further and press up again. All right, so this is a glute bridge floor press. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna start right away with 8 repetitions, doing it on one side only. All right, so again, elbow is on the floor. Check the 90-degree angle in the elbow. I'm gonna go into a glute bridge, and I'm gonna go for 8 repetitions of the floor press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, you can come down from the glute bridge, switch it over to the other side. All right, again, you want to make sure that the 90-degree angle is there in the elbow. Go into a glute bridge and press overhead. Slowly bring it back down and press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and rest, or actually rest from this exercise, but we're moving directly into a superset bicep curl. All right, we're going to be using the same dumbbell. I'll be holding it in a crush grip. Crush means I'm holding it right in between my hands, and I'm crushing the dumbbell in so that I really have a good grip on the dumbbell. All right, so it says max repetitions, the workout, but of course, if you feel like doing 8 or 10 reps, that's perfectly fine with me. Also, if the dumbbell is really light for you, then perhaps you can crank up the repetitions. What I want to see here with the dumbbell bicep curls is that the shoulders are nice and down, not shrugged up. All right, you really want to keep the elbow close to the midline. All right, chest is big, and control your way down when doing bicep curls. Okay, you can repeat this as many times as you like. I like to go for max repetitions. Normally when the dumbbell is heavier, that really burns up. Or cap it to whatever amount of reps that you like. I'm gonna do 2 more, 1 more, and rest. All right, good job. All right, a little break. Again, water, essential during workouts. Nice music, nice workout. Good job, guys. Are you ready? Round number 2. We're doing this 3 times, by the way. All right, moving back down into a floor press position with a glute bridge, working single-sided, arm at 90 degree. Make sure also that the elbow is not too much into the hips, but flare it out just a little bit so you can have the max potential for the floor press. All right, so let's go down, or up actually, into a glute bridge, and then press overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. Let's move on to the other side. Glute bridge and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, standing up directly into my bicep curls. All right, ready? Let's go. 1. Shoulders down, nuts shrugged up, elbows tucked in to the midline. Control the way down and crush the dumbbell and feel the pump. Again, this is not for a specific amount of reps, more to your liking. I always like to blow up here because it's the finisher anyway, right? After this, we're done. 2 more for me. 1 and 2. Great job. All right, going into the final set. A quick sip of my water. One more set, guys. Then I'm gonna come over there to the camera, say a little goodbye, and then we're done for the day, okay? Don't worry about it. I got you for one more set, guys. Let's go. Final pump of the day. Get into position, 90-degree angle of the elbow. Get into the glute bridge. See if you can get it up really, really high. Elbows slightly flared out and press overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know why I did 10 repetitions. It was supposed to be 8. Never mind, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do 10 on the left side as well. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. All right, let's finish up, guys. Come on. Final bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to count. Just make sure you feel the pump. For the final blast of the day, before I send you into some free time. All right. Imagine this is only 10 kilos, but I'm feeling the pump really. Elbows nicely tucked into the midline. Chest is big. Finishing up, slow but controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty. Okay, guys, good job today on the workout. Appreciate your time. I'll be back again soon for another episode. Hopefully you'll be there as well. But again, of course, nobody likes this lockdown. So hopefully X can open up the doors soon again. But for now, this is the service that we want to provide for you. Stay engaged, stay active, and see you next time. Bye-bye.